And they're off. Okay, Mandatoby's off. Nope, Whale's off too. Just a little out of sync for right now.
Yeah, I imagine that'll be fixed real quick.
Yep.
Mandatoby, Whalerynth did not start his timer though. Shame.
That's gonna make it really annoying because I believe Mandatoby is one of the people who does early Brinstar and Whale does late Brinstar.
Yeah, that will make things a little challenging to actually time.
It's also going to make it a little challenging to sync up the screens here. Okay, so it looks like we're not even going to know who's in the lead because we don't have a timer. So that's okay. They're just going through the standard beginning portion of Zero mission. It's pretty much the same until you reach bombs, regardless of which category you're playing. Neither of them getting particularly great patterns from that guy.
First boss up. Oh, a whale falling to the acid there. What was he doing?
Toby also falling into the acid. I don't know. It's fortunately not actually that big of a deal in 100% because we actually stick around to get the drops from this worm. No double for Whale first time. No second time either. Let's see if Toby gets it. Nope, not quite there on the first one. Oh, but he gets the second one. Good stuff.
Getting charged early is more of a recent development if you have not been keeping up with this game lately. It ends up being about the same speed, but early charge is a whole heck of a lot more consistent.
Yeah, the consistency just makes it worth doing. Even if it lost, half a second, I would still do it. It's just so much more consistent at the start because you always have 4 missiles for Hive Room, which is the room Whale is in right now. So let's see how they handle it. Both seem to be doing pretty well so far. Whale is through. Toby's just learning the bugs. Oof, that looks a little scary, but Toby's through too. Good job. Alright, so first E-Tank, they're going to be picking up 11 more of those. While not falling down. Let's hope Toby doesn't fall down either. Nope. Now they're getting bombs. Bombs are really, really useful in 100%. You see a lot more of them than you do in any percent, just because in 100% we go through all of Kraid early without power grip. So Kraid was kind of designed with power grip in mind, so without it, we have to creatively bomb jump through it. And I think Toby is going to be showing off a few other bomb jumps as well.
I wonder how good Toby is with bomb jumps.
Yeah, we will see. We will definitely be seeing. Whale's going forward with late Brinstar, and Toby goes up to do early Brinstar. Let's see if he can get this first bomb jump. Looks good so far, and he's up there. Good job.
So Toby didn't do the first bomb jump, which is completely understandable. It's really tricky to do that one.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, optimizing early Brinstars, it's just a kind of a challenge to do these bomb jumps really optimally.
Yeah, and unfortunately, they save a lot of time, so you really want to go for them. Otherwise, it's better just to go with the easy, boring route.
Boring?
Yeah, I mean, you have to admit that late Brinstar is a little boring compared to early Brinstar.
Yeah, I mean, yes. But if you do late Brinstar, I don't know that we're going to be seeing the updated Norfair route from Whale, but doing late Brinstar syncs a lot better with that route than early Brinstar does.
You know, one of the things about the new Norfair route is that it makes heal skip a lot easier for newer players to do with an extra E-Tank in early Brinstar, so it's not a terrible option there.
Yep, we are indeed right next to Varia, but we're still not going to get it. Well, Toby's right next to it. Whale's down in Crate already. He's going to be saving this whole thing, this whole area that Toby is doing for later.
Yeah, we don't really need to get Varia because the game gives it to us for free later.
Mm-hmm. So, Crate is kind of a tricky area in 100%. Just like I said earlier, just you don't have power grip when the game intends you to have it. Oh, Toby coming up to probably the trickiest bomb jump in early Brinstar. Okay. Good stuff, good stuff.
Yeah, those Rippers have 4 different patterns, and if you want to get through it quickly, you have to memorize every single one of them, and the bomb jump is different every single time.
Nice fall by Toby.
It's a decent fall, but it's not the optimal one, unfortunately.
Yes. Bomb radius isn't quite that large. Whale kind of coming up to the Acid Worm. Acid Worm is the reason that Whale refilled in Brinstar. Because he takes 30 missiles to kill, and late Brinstar does not give you enough missiles by the time you reach there.
Yeah, you can farm for drops, but it's a whole lot less consistent. It's not nice to have to do that in a race because sometimes you're short, and that can be miserable.
Yeah, the heal in a race 100% makes sense.
You know, sometimes you end up with 4 missiles for the side hoppers, and you kill your thumb at the start of the race.
Yep, and then you can see what just happened to Whale is he only got a single missile drop from the Acid Worm. So even though he healed, he's still actually short on missiles, which...
And he used an extra.
He was at 9 anyway, it's not a big deal.
I always like to play safe, even if I'm at 9 missiles, just to make sure I get what I need.
Yeah, and Toby's coming down into Crate now, so he's going to be... I guess this isn't really relevant because they don't have... Whale doesn't have a timer, but Toby is going to be about 2 minutes behind Whale for a little bit.
Yeah, we're not going to sync up for another 25 minutes or so.
Yep. Whale trying to farm up his 1 extra missile drop there. He didn't get it. I wonder if he's going to skip these. Good choice, Whale. Toby doesn't have to worry about missiles because he has 43. So even if he gets 0 drops from Acid Worm, he still has enough missiles to do everything he needs. That's interesting. I don't usually see people use a missile on that block.
If you have enough missiles, it's a nice strategy. It makes sense. But I like to...
You cut out a little bit there, Sam.
Yeah, I am probably going to cut out a decent bit. Maya is fairly bad.
Alright, so Whale dropping down into the lower half of Crate here. Toby just coming into the Acid Worm fight. See if he can take care of it here. Whale in the aptly named most boring room in the game. Although, Toby shooting a couple extra missiles, but he got plenty of drops, so it doesn't actually matter. I wonder if Whale's going to do the fancy strat. I can't remember if he does. Oh, he's going for it. He's got to go. Oh, no! He had it. Just did not quite morph to get himself propelled back upward by that bomb. So now Whale is going to have to refill here, and Toby will as well, just because 2 missiles is not enough for Kraid. So he's going to be healing, going back up to 60, and then he's going to have all the ammo he needs to take care of Kraid. But Kraid in 100% is a bit of a different experience than Kraid in any percent. It's an interesting strat by Toby there. Oh, Whale just missing that block, so he's gonna have to bomb jump back up. Oh, he just misses the bomb jump. But okay, he's backed it up, it's okay. So let's see if Whale can dispatch Kraid nice and quickly. Nice. Ah, almost had that JBJ, Toby. Okay. Not the worst Kraid I've ever seen.
No, I've definitely seen John put up worse.
You just like look for any opportunity to trash my Kraid fights, don't you?
Yeah, of course, John here known for having the worst Kraid fights out of the Zero Mission community, despite having one of the best times.
I'm glad that your mic didn't cut out just long enough for you to mention all of that.
It was in the chat to know.
Toby also going for the fancy strat, but having a little difficulty with the short beam. Oh, he actually got a good pattern there. I'm a little surprised he didn't get hit by that Ripper. So Whale now has Speed Booster.
What was he doing?
I think he was actually doing the any percent strat, which you would think you would expect to see in an any percent tournament match, but
these two are unique snowflakes.
Yeah, these two are special. Subpixel? Nope. Well, what are you doing?
Maybe he thought he had shot the block already? That's weird.
Yeah, maybe he probably just decided, you know what, I'm having difficulties getting out, this isn't worth it. Wow, that was interesting. Toby going left with that bomb jump. Whale's done with Kraid now, so he gets to watch a nice long cutscene. You don't normally see this cutscene in any percent, but getting Speed Booster early for 100% is just so worth it. Oh, Toby also missing that shot.
Yeah, not opting to go for the spin there, which has a frame of extra leniency.
Oh, I thought it was 2 additional frames, but
it might be 2.
Either way, it's a little easier. Let's see if Toby can get the good Kraid fight. This looks good. Looks good. Oh, he gets it. Nice job, Toby.
As he got the kill, that's pretty sick.
Yeah, you always want to see the 2-round Kraid. Oh, Whale going for the JBJ strat. Oh, he gets it. Beautiful. Toby getting Speed Booster here. Speed Booster is going to be really useful in Norfair because there's a bunch of stuff that's blocked off by Speed Booster, and if you didn't go Kraid right away, you would have no way of getting to it. While setting up for the Charge Beam Spark here. It's a little tight at the start, but he gets it. Just has to carry this through the room. Looks... Oh yeah, he gets it. Toby also having a little bit of difficulty shooting that little button up there to start the zip line. Well, and yet another cutscene. Fortunately, there aren't actually too many of those. So Whale's going to be making a bit of a short detour over to Criteria here. He needs to be getting an unknown item and what's it called? Power Grip. Power Grip actually just removes a vine that's in your way.
And I hear that Whale goes for the JBJ, so hopefully we see that from him.
Yeah, he does go for the fancy strat here. Saves 3.5 seconds.
Yeah, about that.
So we'll see if he gets it. It's a hard trick. It is definitely not easy. Toby also going for the JBJ. Toby not quite getting the JBJ there. That's kind of a tight JBJ too, but let's see if he goes for this. Oh, he's going for it. Oh, that looks good. I think he's got it. Way to go, Whale.
Yeah, that is a really sexy JBJ to see.
Yeah. Toby also setting up for Charge Spark. Let's see if he gets that. Whale picking up Power Grip right about now. Oh, Toby dropped the Spark at some point. That's a shame. I didn't see what happened. It looks like he dropped some frames, but... Whale dropping the bomb.
I feel for Mandatoby.
That's a shame. Were you saying something there, Sam? I guess not.
I was saying something, but my internet is really bad, guys.
Yep. Someone must have intercepted the carrier pigeons. So now Whale's going to be going down into Norfair proper this time around. Now that he's gotten his unknown item, his Power Grip, and his Super Missile. Getting that Super Missile early is really important too. There's just one door that he needs to get through.
Yeah, just imagine a world where that Super Missile was not there. It would change the route quite a bit, I think.
Yeah, I think it would too. And Whale is going to be doing the standard Norfair route, which I'm not too surprised. There's not actually that many people who do it. And no JBJ for Toby, so he's just going to be doing the standard strat over there.
Toby being the boring player right now, huh?
That's not something you hear all that often.
No, it really isn't.
So let's see what Whale does in this upcoming heated room. There are 4 heated rooms you need to go through in Norfair. So that's kind of what drives, excuse me, the route here. Whale's at the first one. This one takes about an E-tank of health. And it looks like he's gone through the first half of it just fine. Toby gets the bomb jump, nice. Yep, Whale gets through the heated room with no issues. Always good to see.
You know, I really feel for Mandatoby. It's not fun when you have a bunch of frame drops.
It's not fun when what? So that's the Super Missile door that Whale just went through. And this room takes a decent chunk of health, but fortunately we're able to Shine Spark through it. Also going to be making use of the extreme bomb blast radius there. I wonder if Toby is going to do the new Norfair route. I wouldn't expect it from him, but you never know. Well, wisely doesn't go for the Shine Break. He has 258 health is a lot. It looks like he's setting up to skip the high jump heal and opt to heal at Screw Attack. Which, with that health, I can't say I blame him. Toby's looks like he's doing the same Norfair route, so that's good. Just keep the routing differences to a minimum. Yeah, with the spring ball bomb jump, very fancy. So let's see. He's going to be setting up for a refill glitch here, where he refills at the same time as he gets the item. He doesn't quite get it, unfortunately. So now Toby's going to be making his way down into Norfair as well. Whale is going to be coming up to the final heated room here, but since he healed at Screw Attack, he's got a ton of health, so he shouldn't really have to worry about it too much. Grabbing the missile early, saving those frames. Way to be, Whale. So, oh, Toby got the Shine Break, so he can spark across this room and save himself half a second. Way to go. Whale, taking that hit, but he's got a ton of health. It's not a big deal. But he's got Wave Beam now, and Toby's going to be starting these heated runs. Because he did early Brinstar, he's got an additional E-Tank that Whale didn't have. So he has a lot more room for error. So, Whale is done with all of the heated rooms in Norfair now. Toby, with that health, I would do Screw Attack heal here. Oh, he gets the refill glitch. Way to be. Excellent work, Toby. Well, that's annoying to hit that block. But
people usually charge their beam for that, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't actually see. I was looking at Mandatoby's screen. I'm not sure if he went to charge the beam and just charged it too late or released it too early or what. Toby setting up for Money Spark, but not quite getting it, unfortunately. Let's see how Whale handles Cocoon. He's trying fast strats. And I'm going to say that these strats are going pretty fast. That looked pretty good to me.
Yeah, it definitely was faster than the old setup.
Yep. Toby making his way through this lower heated room now. He's got tons of health, so absolutely no worries for him. So Whale's coming into Ridley now. Ridley is one of the most difficult areas in 100%, I think.
I wouldn't say it's exactly a difficult area, but an area that is very costly to make mistakes in.
Yeah, it is easily the most punishing area.
Any mistake and you're losing upwards of 10 seconds for a mistake. So.
Yeah, poof, Whale barely getting that one cycle on the Imago there. Picking up what's intended to be the first pack of supers, but... And he... Ooh, nice setup for Imago Spark. He should be able to spark across this room now. Yep, nice job.
But yeah, as I was saying earlier, I really feel for Mandatoby. It is not fun having a bad internet connection.
Yeah, he seems to be doing all right now, but he definitely dropped some frames earlier. Oh, well, never mind. Spoke at just the wrong time here. So Whale's going to be setting up for Ice Clip right now, and he doesn't quite get the setup correct. Okay, there we go. But he backed it up. That's okay. So Toby's going to be doing a more standard of... Nope. He's doing kind of like a hybrid cocoon setup. That's interesting. Kind of a hybrid of the newer setup and the traditional setup.
Would be doing a jump and then freezing the Ripper during his jump, which is cool.
Mm-hmm. So Whale's through the first puzzle room. Oh, he's going for the diagonal. Nice. That way he doesn't have to spark all the way up to the top of the room and fall all the way back down. Saves... I think that diagonal saves, what, like a second or two?
Probably. It feels like 2, but I can't be sure.
Yeah, I don't know that anyone's actually timed it.
It's definitely more time than the second diagonal, though.
Yeah, this... I don't know if Whale's going to be going for that diagonal. We'll see.
I think he does go for it. So
I think he does too. He may opt not to in a race. Toby's setting up for his Imago fight here. Oh yeah, he's doing that setup. Yeah, easy.
You know, it's kind of sad that I'm the only one that uses missiles first.
You mean it's sensible that you're the only one who uses missiles first?
I mean, I like seeing people do the same things as me. It just doesn't happen.
Wow, that's an interesting setup for Imago Spark. Way to be, Toby.
Setup using the missiles there.
Yeah. Usually I see either screw attack. Oh, Whale's at speed jump. Oh, first try speed jump. Way to go, Whale. That's one of the few, like, intended items that we have to get in the intended way.
Yeah, we all wish that there was an easy way to do speed jump, but...
Yeah. Oof, nice ice clip, Toby.
That's another weird setup, huh?
Yeah. He froze those guys very far to the left. Whale just getting his super drop there. That's nice.
So I see Mandatoby doing these unmorphs to avoid bouncing. That's something that you won't see a lot of runners doing anymore because we figured out that it was slower for real time.
Yeah, we thought it was faster for a while, but... Oh! Whale giving me a heart attack. Almost falling down in that room. I mean, that's really bad in regular any percent. It's slightly less bad in 100%, but it's still certainly not good. Totally going to be platforming across this room instead of sparking across it. It doesn't actually make a big difference, really.
Yeah, it makes absolutely no difference. And then I like platform. It feels nice to be.
Wow. Whale narrowly avoids the ball cannon. Toby gets the diagonal. Wow. Did not look like he had much time left on that Shine Spark timer. Toby through this puzzle room too. Now he's only got speed jump left. Well, killing the eye door. Now he's going to be picking up this unknown item. Oh, Toby, just missing speed jump. Oh, that hurts to see. Speed jump, it's I think somewhere between 2 and 4 frames, depending on subpixels, to get that jump. And that's just how they wanted you to do it. You run and you jump.
Yeah, it was completely the intended strategy. Honestly, I think they might have tested it without high jump and didn't figure getting high jump would make it much more difficult, and it did. Yeah,
because not having high jump makes that jump really easy. The unknown items are basically 3 major items that were not in original NES Metroid. Wow, that's a lot of supers he just passed. I mean, he made the right decision. He's already got 6, but... Toby not falling down either. Good stuff. So Whale setting up for Jumpy Jumpy. That's the technical name for the strat.
Yeah, there are quite a few strategies for that room. That one's the easiest by far, though.
Yes. Whale getting the shaft on those missile drops. Or super drops, rather. Nice room, Toby.
Yeah, Toby's showing off how to do that room properly.
Yep.
Yeah, what I was going to say is that... Never mind. I completely forget what I was going to say.
Okay. Well, sparking right up out of Norfair here. Toby just about to fight Ridley. So now Whale is going to have to go clean up the upper part of Brinstar that Toby cleaned up right after he got bombs. So...
Yeah, pretty soon we're going to be able to tell who's ahead.
Yep, so this whole section does go a lot quicker for Whale with, you know, high jump, screw attack, wave beam, all this sort of stuff. He's just going to be able to do a lot of the stuff that Toby had to bomb jump to do by just jumping. Toby opting to just bomb jump up to it. That's certainly a legit strategy. I was kind of hoping we would see the wall jump, not gonna lie.
Yeah, the bomb jumps are not any slower than jumping jumpy. It's just not. I don't use that as often.
Oh, Toby has 6 supers leaving Ridley. I didn't even see if he just got terrible luck on the drops or if he didn't farm or what, but 6 is really low.
What was that strike? Yeah.
That was a Toby strat. So now Toby's on his way out of Norfair. And they're going to be synced up by about the time they get Long Beam. So Whale just has one more item to get before long beam. Toby, I think, just has this one as well, but Whale's a bit closer to it. It's an interesting setup. So Whale has the most late game item, the long beam. You know, we have to get it really late or else we'd just be too overpowered. It wouldn't be a very fun game. Imagine if you could shoot across the entirety of the screen right from the get-go.
Yeah, it's a very useful item.
Yep. So they're really not all that far apart, all things considered, probably. I think they're maybe within 20 seconds of each other here. So again, I can't really be sure.
20 seconds
doesn't have a timer, but
yeah, they're just about exactly 20 seconds apart, which could change in Torian itself. I mean, this is a very RNG heavy segment.
Yeah, Torian is less RNG in 100%, but there's still that RNG component. You really just can't get around it. Like, optimal Torian to terrible Torian, you're going to be losing 15 to 20 seconds.
Isn't that just crazy, how you can lose 20 seconds just because of Metroid spawns and drops?
Yeah. It's easily one of the most frustrating things. Looks like they were both short on supers, actually. Toby trying to grab drops from that first Metroid, just hoping for some extra supers, because he's really short on supers. Oh, and Whale didn't trigger that top left Metroid there. Man, he is not having a good time with super missile drops. Super missiles do as much damage as 5 missiles, so a super missile kills a Metroid in 1 hit, compared to needing 5 regular missiles. So the more super missiles you have, the faster you can kill Metroids. And Whale is just not having a good time here.
Yeah, you save like half a second every time you have to kill a Metroid because of drops, super missile drops.
Yep. Oh, looks like Whale's picked up a couple now. Looks like same for Toby. Looks like he's picking up a few as well.
He's not using them though, which is really
Well, oh, okay, never mind. He went below 4 supers, which is not ideal. You want 4 supers for Mother Brain, but he got double supers from the last Metroid, so very lucky. Toby's being very conservative with his supers now.
Maybe he wants to try using... No, never mind. That was just really weird gameplay by Toby. I thought he was going to try for something weird.
Wow.
Like cripples against Mother Brain or something.
I mean, he's got 9 supers, so maybe we might still see it.
Maybe we'll see it, yeah. But I want to say that was suboptimal usage of super missiles by Toby there.
I would agree. He's got better supers than Whale does. Whale seems to be having a bit of a time with Mother Brain here, but Whale's finished the fight. Mother Brain doubles. That's a thing. Doesn't look like he quite did it correctly because he still had to shoot a few missiles at the end there.
He only had 5 supers. You don't really save much time if you don't have a lot of supers when you're doing doubles.
But Toby looks like he did pick up a significant amount of time on Whale and Torian there. And I mean, that's not really too much of Whale's fault. Like, Whale generally played really well. He just went in a little low on supers and did not get good drops in the slightest. I think Toby's going to be about 10 seconds behind him at this point.
Yeah, about 12 seconds behind. So he picked up 8 seconds in training.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. He got so many supers at the end there. Like, having 9 for Mother Brain Room is really, really fast.
So here is the most interesting part of the speedrun, the long cutscene.
Yep. We just have a little bit of lore. Samus flew away, she got chased, she escaped, she got sniped, and somehow she lost her suit in that whole ordeal.
You know, I always wonder if people know how to do optimal text mashing.
Looks like we see Toby making use of the alternating A and B there. Whale doesn't have an input display, so we can't really tell for sure what he's doing, but... So now, the suitless section is actually one of my favorites in this game. It's just all about the platforming. It's very, very laid back, I think.
Yeah, the platforming here is consistent. It's a pretty easy segment. It's relaxing. I love suitless.
Yeah, it's Whale opts to heal. I think that's a smart decision. I've seen him in the chat, so... Oh, Toby! No, not the map!
Oh no, Scotty!
Oh, not the map. Well, not quite setting up that first room properly, but I wonder... I don't know. If I was... Do you skip the heal if you were Toby? I mean,
after getting the map and being behind I would
already.
Totally skip.
I probably would have skipped it. Well, missing tripwire skip. That's so unfortunate. But on the other hand, like, Hundo has a fair bit of gameplay left. Like, there's plenty of room for 20 seconds worth of error on either side.
Yeah, this is definitely true.
Let's see. There's another few seconds because Toby got tripwire skip. Yeah, map feels really, really bad. Just, it's not a challenging skip. It's just the hitbox is really deceptive.
Yeah, anybody can mess it up because it is very specific, I want to say.
Mm-hmm. For all the jokes we make about how easy map skip is, it's really not quite as easy as you might think.
Yeah, that goes for a lot of things in suitless. There are quite a few, not inputs, but places where you have to do something within 3 or 4 frames. Yeah. Looks like Whale opts to not do fast searchlights.
Come on, Toby. I was really hoping Toby would go for it just to try and save those 2 seconds over Whale, but fast searchlights is one of those things, like, if you don't get it, you're going to lose a lot of time.
Yeah, and as I was mentioning before... Oh, wow, that's weird. But yeah, as I was mentioning before, fast searchlights is one of those tricks where it saves it. Oh, never mind. This is intense. What is Will doing? But yeah, what I was trying to say was that fast searchlights is one of those tricks in suitless that I was mentioning, that it's very easy to fail. It's like 3 or 4 frames to move forward, but you don't have to go for it. It costs you a bunch of time.
Yeah, if you get detected trying to do fast searchlights, you lose, I think, about 7 seconds. It's like you're gambling a 7-second loss for a gain of 2 seconds. Like, if you're Whale, I totally understand not going for it because you want to try and keep your lead as much as you can.
Ooh, did Will get Engineer jump?
Yeah, it looks like he did. Yeah, it looks like he's setting up for Sam Strat. Let's see. Oh, he gets it. Nice job. And now Toby's going for Sam Strat. Toby, oh, just missing it. Ah, man. So Toby's going to have to duck into a save room that Whale is going to be able to run right past.
Yeah, so Sam Strat is specific. You won't have consistent movement there, and it looks like Mandatoby was a little too fast at the end. He should have grabbed the ledge, but he didn't.
Yeah, maybe. So there's that save room Toby had to duck into, but otherwise he's really close to Whale. I think he's probably making up some time here in Suitless. And that's probably just slightly stronger fundamentals than Whale has right now.
Yeah, Will is not known for going past Brinstar very often, so...
Oh, Toby! Really demonstrating the value of the heal there. Oh boy. Okay, he's okay. He's fine.
Yeah, in a normal run that Toby first got hit by is one of the two scariest. That run in the room that people are known to die in very often.
Mm-hmm. If you're skipping the heal, one hit from a pirate is death. That's it, your run is over. So since both of these guys healed, no worries about that. Because it's 100%, they have a ton of health. So Whale coming into the final cutscene of the game. And Toby only about 10 seconds behind him.
Yeah, I wonder what happened. Oh, well, yeah, Will had a lot of weird pirate shenanigans, so...
Mm-hmm.
Despite picking up the map, it is very, very even.
Yeah, Toby picked up a lot of time between Torian and... Actually, I think he picked up a little bit of time in Suitless as well.
Oh yeah, he definitely did. Despite picking up
even
that
with the map. I mean, Whale missed tripwire skip, which is pretty sizable. We'll see what Charlie has to say about that. Charlie being the ghost boss that they're fighting right now. Whale's first pattern looked pretty fast. Oh, that second one's pretty fast too. But he's able to do the damage boost strats, so I would expect that. Fast pattern for Toby, not quite as fast for Whale in that third one. Let's see what the fourth one has in store here. Oh, wow! I'm very surprised he got that.
Oh wow, yeah, that must have been one of the last frames that he was able to do it on.
No glitch for him, unfortunately. Toby looks like he's not having such a good time with... Oh, there we go. So I think Whale killed Charlie in a better spot than Toby did. Toby got him in the bottom left. One of the bottom corners is really not ideal because you have to wait for him to move all the way back to the center.
Yeah, Charlie's a huge RNG component to the run.
Mm-hmm. Can be very frustrating when you're on a good run and then you just have to wait for ages for that boss. So Whale is absurdly overpowered now. He's got absolutely everything you could ever want. Ice Wave, Plasma, Long Beam, Screw Attack. You know, all these luxury items you don't get in any percent.
The most luxury item that he has, though, is Power Grip. Trying to play this game on a Power Grip.
Mm-hmm.
Will going for probably the scariest Shine Spark Chain, because losing this loses a whole heck of a lot of time.
Dropping this Shine Spark Chain loses a ton of time, but Whale got it no problems. Toby's just on the home stretch here. And it looks good for Toby, too. Awesome. That's what we like to see.
Yeah, we like to see it close.
Yep. So now they're going to be following mostly the any percent path back to the top of the ship. They're going to be detouring a little bit for a few items.
Do you think we're going to be seeing a glitch a little later or not?
I think we will be.
You know, I just realized that nobody gets this super missile later, even though it is a possibility.
I mean, it's not really faster or slower, because you do the room exactly the same no matter what trip you're taking it in. I guess actually you could make the argument that it saves 2 frames.
Yeah, because you don't have to heal.
New metagame right there. free 2-frame time save by getting that late.
Yeah, start going for it, guys.
Yep, you heard it here first.
Mandatoby using a spring ball for those pirates. It's pretty fun.
Yep. Space pirate movement is generally consistent, provided you have consistent movement yourself, but there's a few times where you just, you know, a slight missed input will totally affect all the patterns and throw everything way out of whack.
So you'll notice runners here holding charge beam, and that's so that the atomics don't shoot lightning balls at you.
Nice job with that shot, Whale. Frame perfect, saves in no time, but looks really cool.
No one cares about that shot, honestly.
I mean, I care about that shot. Oh, Toby gets it too! I'm so excited now, they both got it.
It's not an important shot, guys. No one cares about that.
Sam, quit being such a party pooper.
I am the only realistic Zero Missioner. I don't care about things that don't matter. 0 input and the end of the round.
Sam, you know what? If this was like a wholesome TV show, you would be the person sitting there who's like, no, logic. It's all logical. And then by the end, we'd go through this like 30-minute bonding experience, and by the end, you know, you would come to the realization that emotions are important too. That made a lot of sense in my head. Don't worry about it.
That was the best story I've ever.
It's not really a story. It's just like, I don't know. Oh, Toby missing his super miss. Oh, that was Whale. Sorry, I've got them mixed up. All right, so I think.
Flag in that room.
Yeah, I think Whale goes for the door clip here. Oh yes. Okay. Pay close attention to the door and how Whale won't be opening it. Okay, a little sketchy, but he got it. Let's see if Toby goes for it. Oh, Toby's going for it too! This is awesome.
Yeah, you'll see him grab the ledge, and that's to align the sub-pixels properly.
Yep, and Toby gets through it a little faster than Whale does, but he has some trouble placing the power bomb. So now, I think Whale showing off how good frozen enemy hitboxes are by just running straight through a frozen pirate. I think we'll see Whale go for the lower ship first. Toby running right through the same pirate. I'm not sure. I would think we'd see Toby do the route that's generally associated with the door clip.
Let's hope anyway. It is very difficult to see people. It is very difficult otherwise to know who's ahead. It gets complicated. Oh,
yeah.
Well, Mandatoby having trouble with that work bot. He did a really weird setup there.
Yep. Well, okay. I was a little worried about that. That room is very tight to get everything that you need to get done. Okay, well, he's going to the bottom of the ship. That's good.
Yeah, that room, there's a lot of stuff to do. You have to shoot the blocks.
Oh, Toby trying to go fast. Oh, Toby goes fast. And he's going for the lower ship first. Great.
Yeah, thankfully. It makes our life a lot easier when they do the same things.
Yes, it does. So they're going to have to refill right here where they refilled before Suitless. Is Toby trying to get a Shine Spark? That's an interesting strat. I wonder if it's faster.
No, it's not.
No?
No. But yeah, it's not faster.
Interesting. And Toby, unfortunately, not having to worry about map skip. Whale must have gotten it again. So, you know, this route is so new. Like, I still think of they're done with this part of the game. Now they just have to go right up to the end.
Yeah, this is historically where we went to right before finishing in the game, before this route was quote-unquote discovered. It's not really a new route, it's more of an application of a glitch. So
I mean, it kind of is a new route.
I mean, in a sense, I guess it's just it was never really known to be slower. It was just not possible to go here thoroughly.
Right. And then the original door clip setup was discovered, which required a pause buffer. So it was a sort of decision, like you would do the door clip route if you wanted maximum consistency at the cost of a couple seconds. Whale going for glass tube here. Whale, no! Oh, what an unfortunate space jump to drop.
Oh, and he doesn't. Oh wow, that's unfortunate.
Okay, it looks like Whale knows the backup. Toby going for it here. Oh, Toby gets it! That's gonna actually give him a significant advantage.
Yeah, glass tube is a one try only trick. You don't get to do it again in the run. And missing it is like 20 seconds, I want to say. It's a significant amount of time.
Yeah, it's a big bit of time. Whale he does know the proper backup, but the proper backup is unfortunately still really slow.
A different route, so they're not going to be doing the same things for a little while.
Yep, Toby's going to be clearing out this whole part of the lower Chozodia area. He's going to be cleaning it all out right now. Whale is going to be saving it for later. Wow, that was a low spark. I'm a little surprised that worked. But he's got the landing site power bomb now. That's good. Yeah,
you definitely... That's the most important thing, because if you go... You just spark right over the platform.
Toby showing off the space jump that you can do thanks to the door clip. If you didn't do door clip, you'd have to keep a shine spark chain through this whole section all the way until that power bomb that Whale just got. And it's really kind of an annoying trick.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's hard, but it is a little scary to do in the middle, near the end of a run. Oh, wow. That was scary. Mandatoby going right in the middle there.
Yeah, no, that's the setup that he does. He finds it easier. Oh, the ball spark. That one you don't see that often because it is slower, but it's a little easier than the space boost.
Yeah, that is a very old setup.
Yep.
That's a back 10, 15. It's been a long time.
Yeah, that's honestly been my favorite thing about this whole tournament. Like, we actually have a handful of really old school runners in this tournament. So we get to see some old school strats make a return.
Not all old school runners play old school though, so.
Oh no, it's true, but
Mandatoby definitely one of those old school minded players.
Yeah, I honestly don't even know that I would call Mandatoby an old school runner as much as I would just call him. I don't know what I would call him, to be honest. He likes to do things differently.
I think we call those hipsters, right?
Yeah, sure. Mandatoby is a hipster zero-mission speedrunner. So now Whale is going to be heading back down into Crate. And Toby's hot on his heels. But I think Toby is actually ahead here because of glass tube.
Yeah, we're gonna see a little later, but Mandatoby definitely has the lead here, I think. Whale has to collect 2 extra items, I think.
Plus, the old rat has a lot more door transitions in it. And that's because way back in the day, we actually used to go by in-game time. Nice morph? What were you trying to do there? Well, oh, was he trying to jump straight into the zip line? Is that even possible?
Yeah, it's possible, but it's really difficult. He was talking about that in the Discord a few days ago.
Oh, I must have missed that discussion. Toby going to be getting that item right now. Adopting the more tradition. Oh, Toby missed the zip line. Oh boy. I mean, those are the small things. Like, those little tiny things are just going to add up here. Like, this is a very close race. So Whale is in like the most awkward room of the game right now.
Yeah, falling down here is really weird and challenging.
It's very hard to do that fast. So the quote-unquote early power bombs.
It is actually possible to collect these power bombs early.
It's not possible to get out of the room alive.
Unfortunately. Getting power bombs early would be like the holy grail of Zero Mission, but we need new tech to be able to do that.
Yeah, new glitches, something, because there's so few power bomb tanks you can even get without already having power bombs.
Yeah, I think that is the only one really that you can get.
Well, breaking spin with a super shot there. That's not something you see all the time. I kind of half expected to see the space boost from him, but I'm kind of glad we didn't. The space boost really doesn't save all that much time, and it's kind of challenging. Toby? I guess Toby's going to be doing the space boost because he got hit so many times. The space boost is a little bit faster because you don't have the startup and bonk animation. What on earth did Whale just do? I could only assume that he let go of forward, like, a frame or two before hitting jump, but...
Yeah, that's unfortunate. It doesn't lose too much time, thankfully, though.
Yeah, I thought, again, like, these are the small things. While doing the reverse space boost saves even less time.
But it is much easier to do.
It really is. Because there is actually a speed booster block in the floor of that little room that Whale just passed through. So you can't actually just keep running. You have to space boost through that room. The hard part is shooting the super door open and space boosting before you hit the block. Because the block is pretty far to the left side of the room. So... Oh, nice strats from Toby, just running along the top of those blocks.
Running on top of those blocks is something I found, but it is slower than just going through it normally, I discovered.
Really?
Yeah, unfortunately. Toby using some really old strats and not using power bombs.
Really?
I wonder why that is.
That doesn't even make any sense that it's slower, because you have to just do a small jump and break spin, and then you're good.
Don't ask me, I just time things.
Okay.
I mean, we know your judgment is not exactly the greatest.
No, that's true. It just... I'm gonna revisit that room after this race, because that actually legitimately makes no sense to me. Nice space boost from Whale.
Dragon Fangs explained it pretty well when I talked to him about it, actually. I think it has to do with basically because you're falling for more distance. Weird. But he would probably explain it better than I could.
Nice space boost from Toby, too. Yeah, it looks like Whale is about 15 seconds ahead right now, but I think Toby has a slight lead here, just because of the route that Whale has to do.
So if you had to put your money on somebody winning right now, who would you
Whale! No, Whale doesn't know how to do this properly, actually. You're supposed to get this on the way back with this route.
Oh, yeah,
not on the way forward.
What is he doing?
I mean, that's a pretty subtle routing difference there. It's entirely possible that he's just not aware of it. So Toby is doing it because he's not going to be coming back through this room ever. He's done with all of Lower Chozodia, all the rest of the areas of the game.
Whale is not confusing routes right now, though.
That would be really bad. Whale just doing the normal route and forgetting to go back to the bottom part of the ship would be really bad. Because this has been a really good race so far.
Yeah, it's been... this and...
It would be a real shame if it ended to something stupid like that.
Yeah, we still have a few tricks that are possible to fail later on in the game, so it could the lead still could shift.
Oh yeah, we are not out of the woods yet. We still got Toby still got Space Jump E-Tank. We still have Escape Spark. What else do we have as far as major tricks go?
Mecha could go badly. There are a few things.
Mecha could go badly, yeah. I mean, it's definitely not over yet.
Somebody could forget an item.
Yep, somebody could forget an item. It's not unheard of for people to even forget the one power bomb down below glass tube.
Yeah, I've seen that happen. It's one of those things. You just like lose track of something, or have a brain fart.
Yep, like there's plenty of... This item is really hard to brain fart because it's so out of the way. Like, if you forget this item, you notice that your time is like 2 minutes faster than it should be. Yeah,
it's impossible to forget this item. It's such a terribly placed item.
It really is. Like, the whole reason we take this detour at all is for that one item. And there's just no way to get it because it's blocked off by power bomb blocks. So even though we go through that room 3 times, we can't get it until the very end.
Yeah, and we're doing a bunch of backtracking, going through the same room the same way. It's the one thing I would say is a design flaw as far as this game goes.
Yeah, as far as item placement goes, that is definitely one of the worst. So now Toby is going to be... This is where we're going to see Toby pull ahead, I think. He doesn't have to do any of this lower ship stuff that Whale's doing right now. So he's going to reach glass tube. The power bomb tank that Toby is about to pick up is where the routes will converge. So it looks like you can see Toby's got a fairly sizable lead at this point. That's actually more of a lead than I thought he would have.
Yeah, it's I mean, I guess they played very similarly. Whale just, yeah, I think it's because Whale had to get.
I guess Whale did make the mistake of getting that missile tank in Criteria a bit earlier than intended.
It's probably why he's behind now. It loses a lot of.
It really does, and it could also just be that Toby has stronger late game movement than Whale does.
I honestly didn't notice any real big differences in their movement. I think it's just routing things.
I mean, you wouldn't necessarily notice it. Like, if Toby saves a frame or 2 on every jump, I mean, that adds up.
I mean, I just don't think, from what I've seen, it hasn't been significantly different. It's not like watching Scotty versus watching somebody with a 116 or something like that.
Well, right. But I mean, you wouldn't expect huge, obvious movement differences between these two. The main difference, I think, is strats. I think Whale, in some spots, I think Whale does some better strats.
But he also has less experience with the late game, so there's that too.
Yeah, I think Toby is definitely more comfortable with the majority of the run, so he can kind of overcome his not quite as fast strats.
Yeah, that was a weird mistake by Whale. He fell down to the bottom there, and that lost him a significant chunk of time.
All right, so if you're Toby, I think you just do Shine Spark E-Tank here. I don't think you go for Space Jump. Oh, he's setting up for Space Jump, I think.
You probably don't go for Space Jump E-Tank, but you totally can. I mean, he's ahead by quite a decent amount now.
Yeah. Oh, he cuts out. We can't even see it. Oh, he got it. Good. Space Jump E-Tank is surprisingly difficult.
Yeah, it's pretty cool that you got it. I am happy you went for it. Definitely had the time to go for it too.
Yep. And what else was I gonna say? Oh, right at the end, it's the very last item that we pick up. So throwing a trick like that right at the end of your run, I mean, that can certainly be nerve-wracking.
Yeah, and it's definitely happened on world record paces before.
Yep.
I think it's because Scotty failed it on a 1:08:53 pace a few days ago.
Yeah, Scotty's definitely lost PBs to it. I think I have. I'm sure everyone has lost a PB to Space Jump E-Tank. Oh, looks like Whale got it too. Good.
Simon's too good. Never fails that trick.
Yeah, well. Oh, Toby looks like he's setting up for Door Power Bomb.
Yeah, he has a lot of power bombs. Wow. I guess he just doesn't know how to use them.
Wow. Yeah.
High-fiving each other.
Yep. Well, gonna see how Mecha treats him. I didn't actually get a good look at Toby's Mecha fight. Yeah, Whale getting some suboptimal patterns here. You can see that he's taking quite a beating, but he's got so many E-Tanks it doesn't really matter. Oh, he's out of supers. Shouldn't be too much longer. Yeah. So Toby is setting up for the final trick in the game, the Shine Break Escape Spark. And it looks good for now. He's not done yet. Still has to go up to the top. Oh, he missed it! I didn't even see how, but he missed it.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Fortunately for him, though, he has enough of a lead that it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, missing that is a lot less punishing in 100% because you still have the missiles to make that work bot up top move quickly. So now, Toby's setting up for Black Pirates here. Unlike any percent, with all the beams and all the E-Tanks, we can just tank the Pirates and kill them really quickly. And Toby's finished with 1:13.24. Nice time. That's, I think, about a minute off his PB.
Do you remember what Whale's PB is?
Whale, I think has I think he has a 1:12.50, 54 or 45. I can't remember. But Whale's going for Escape Spark here, so let's see.
Oh, that was a high.
Looks good. Oh, of course he goes for the Space Boost. And of course he misses it because the Space Boost is really hard.
Yeah, Whale is a very huge proponent for the Space Boost. So seeing him fail that is a little bit of is vindication the word, or
yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like I don't necessarily disagree with going for it there, but and we're just seeing that.
That
so
run
Will,
awful.
What were you thinking when you held Glass Tube?
I was thinking I knew it was going to happen. I absolutely knew it was going to happen. I told like everyone, I was streaming before this, and I told everyone Glass Tube would kill my run, and that's what happened. I then messed up Torian Space Boost. I forgot to get the missile in criteria late. And everything about late game was just awful.
Yeah, I was wondering why you got that that early. Why was that? Do you remember?
Probably just muscle memory.
After I messed up the Glass Tube, I just couldn't deal with the run. I just was way too depressed. It affected the rest of my gameplay.
That's unfortunate. Hey, Mandatoby, congrats on the win.
Hello, Sam. Thanks.
Congrats, Mandatoby.
Hey, Toby. Nice run.
Thank you.
So what was your thought process? Commentary at all?
No, I was not keeping track of anything. I was completely focusing on the race. I don't really know what happened. Like my run was all right, but I really wasn't sure whether or not I would be ahead or behind or anything.
Yeah, I think you were actually behind for most of it, and then
yeah, I threw about 2 to
wailed.
3 minutes in the at the end. I threw away
All right.
2 to 3 minutes.
Any closing thoughts, guys?
Yep. Any last remarks?
No, I'm just disappointed in myself. I didn't put up a good run.
Well, that's okay. It happens.
Yeah, there's always the next time. There's going to be another race.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so I think that's it for now, guys.
Yep,
Yeah.
I think that's that. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for tuning in.